Hey everybody, good morning. Jason Lopez here again, realestate.com in California. Yeah, I wanted to get a little more specific with the core concepts that we've been talking about, right? The creating, capitalizing, converting, and closing on opportunities in real estate. And what I want to do today, guys, is I want to take this information and let's put it into practice. In other words, how can you really take core, go out into the marketplace, and generate business from it? And I want to use one example today of one of our core principles, one of our focuses for the fourth quarter, and that's building our listing inventory. We've got a big push on to build our listing inventory up across Southern California. And so I want to look at some strategies today, target markets that we can go into, build some listing inventory, create some business. We all know inventory is a problem, guys. Banks keep saying they're going to release inventory. We've got this, what I'm calling shadow inventory, and it's just like, enough is enough. We've tried to keep these people in their properties, and I think it's time now to go out and let the buyers who are taking advantage of the tax credit, who really want to own property for the right reasons, to get into these homes. But we cannot sit around and wait for this inventory. We need to go out and start creating it. And that's the focus of our listing group, and again, what I want to talk about today. So we're going to look at a couple of different market opportunities for you, and how can you use the core principles to go out, build that listing inventory. Here's the great thing about listings, guys. You take one, it's really easy to put 2 or 3 transactions together, right? You take a great listing, you sell it, maybe your seller has to go out and buy, you bring the buyer to the property, maybe they've got something to sell. So now just by taking one listing, you've created 2, 3, maybe even 4 transactions out of it. So it's a great way for you to really focus on building your business and not having to spend a lot of time running buyers around. We know it's a buyer's market, we bring a ton of buyers through our system, but we still need to focus on building this listed inventory. So let's look at a couple of market opportunities for you. Number one, NODs. No brainer, right? Here's the deal though, guys. Everybody's working NODs. The second that NOD, that notice of default, is filed on a property, flagged on the website, on the title company website or the public records, everybody starts hammering those people. The key here is we need to get to it before the NOD is filed. And we've got some ways to do that. We're going to be talking about this with our listing group this week. But we do have an organization that used to supply the title companies with information. It's a very low-cost way to get in front of the homeowners who are about to have NODs filed. So you can get there a week or 2 weeks before, start the conversation, build the rapport, and be the agent they're going to list with when the time comes. Number 2, absentee owners. Hidden gold mine, guys, in terms of listing real estate. Here's what you want to do with absentee owners. First of all, pick a zip code. You might even want to scale it down even further by zeroing in on certain types of properties, maybe 2 to 4 units or condos or something like that. What you want to do then is find out who owns property in that zip code but lives in another zip code. And what I would suggest to even narrow it down farther is to target people who own property in a zip code but live in another county. Then you're going to have a very specific niche market that you're working with, and it's going to create a lot of differentiation. In other words, you'll be the only one working them from that angle. We're going to talk about absentee owners specifically on our conference call, but I have a really neat program for you that includes some mailing as well as conversation pieces to really build rapport and get in front of those absentee owners. Number 3 is your past clients, 5 or more years ago. So in other words, people you sold homes to 5 years or longer. Why? Well, with the talk about the tax bill, the new tax credit being expanded to include move-up buyers, you've got past clients you sold homes to at least 5 years ago. They can qualify, once this bill passes, for a tax credit of up to $6,500. So they're going to sell, move up into another home, get a great deal because prices are down, and they're also going to get that tax credit of up to $6,500. So go through your client database. Who did you sell a home to at least 5 years ago or longer that may be ready to sell and move up? You can create a new listing, and certainly you're going to have a buyer side deal there as well. And then the fourth component, guys, company leads. We talk about it all the time, how the company leads and our system works even better on the listing side. Instant response. All leads come to me as the listing agent. Who better to talk to, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, than your agent versus another agent on the floor who may be new to the business or doesn't know anything about your property? Number 1. Number 2, from a marketing angle, we're going to distribute your listing everywhere. It's going to be a featured listing on realestate.com, more eyeballs, more traffic, and that leads to a faster sale and hopefully for more money. So don't forget the company leads. So again, you've got notice of defaults, absentee owners, your past clients at least 5 years ago, and the company leads. 4 great target markets that are out there, guys. All you got to do is put a plan in place, use the core elements in each of these markets. You're going to target one of your markets, you're going to start creating opportunities. You're then going to capitalize, you're going to get in front of them, present your services, convert them, get them to put pen to paper, and then you're going to close not only the transaction, right, but close on that relationship so you can generate that future business. So, listing mentality, using core, let's go out, let's get it done. We'll talk to you guys soon.